All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on the secret world of cybercriminals. We're going to look at how our most basic digital habits are being turned against us, all based on some incredible insights from cybersecurity expert Amit Dubey. Let's dive in.
So let's just jump right in with a question about that little device that's probably in your pocket or your hand right at this very moment.
The answer? Well, it's probably a lot more than you're comfortable with. You see, the apps we use every single day, they aren't just giving us a service. They are basically data hoovering machines designed to collect a mind-boggling amount of your personal info.
For starters, your location. And I don't just mean your city. I mean your exact location tracked constantly. They're using this combination of GPS, cell towers, and your IP address to build a literal map of your life second by second. And believe me, it gets way more personal. Your finances? Yep, they know about that too. By getting permission to read your texts and emails, they see your bank alerts. That means they know what you buy, when you pay your bills. They can even piece together your credit score. It's wild. And if you thought that was personal, hold on. They're also figuring out your deepest beliefs. Yeah, your political leanings, your religious views, all based on what you search for, what you click on, what you like. They're literally building a detailed psychological profile on you. And get this. This is the part that creeps a lot of people out. They're listening. It's right there, buried deep in those terms of service nobody ever reads. Your voice commands, any calls you record, even those little audio notes you send to your friends on messaging apps. Yep, all of it is being collected. Okay, so there's this gigantic ocean of our personal data just floating around out there. The big question is, how do criminals actually use it to get into our accounts? Well, the answer might surprise you. It's often less about super high-tech hacking and way more about, well, us. Check out this scam. It is a brilliant and scary example of what they call social engineering. A scammer calls you, right? They pretend to be someone you might trust, like a colleague. They build a little rapport, and then they create this fake sense of urgency, saying something like, hey, our mutual friend is trying to call me right now. Can you just merge the calls to save time? But here's the twist. That second call, it's not your friend. It's an automated call from your bank reading your one-time password out loud. By merging the calls, you've just broadcasted the keys to your account directly to the scammer. And this just perfectly captures the entire philosophy of modern cybercrime. I mean, think about that. They're not trying to break through your phone's complex security. They are targeting the human brain. They're exploiting our trust, our desire to be helpful, our tendency to panic. They hack us to get to our stuff.
And make no mistake, this isn't just a handful of hackers in their basements. No way. This is a massive, globally organized industry with staggering financial and even geopolitical consequences.
The numbers here are just mind-boggling. In the US alone, we're talking about losses of over $13 billion a year. Australia, around $3 billion. And in India, the estimate is over 1 trillion rupees every single year. This isn't petty theft. This is industrial-grade crime. But it gets even scarier than just losing money. Now we're seeing state-sponsored hacking groups going after the absolute bedrock of a country's infrastructure. We're talking about the power grid, the water supply, the entire banking system, even our healthcare networks. A successful attack here doesn't just empty a bank account. It could literally shut down a country.
Okay, I know. That all sounds incredibly bleak and terrifying. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. While these threats are super complex, your most powerful defense is actually surprisingly simple. It's all about building your own personal firewall against these kinds of attacks.
Seriously, this is it. This is the single most important action you can take. Enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA. Think of it like adding a digital deadbolt to your front door. It's a critical second layer of security, and it's especially vital for an app like WhatsApp, which for so many of us is the command center of our digital life. So what's the real difference here? Okay, picture this. Without 2FA, a scammer gets your one-time password, and that's it. Game over. They can take over your account and lock you out for a whole week. It's a total nightmare. But with 2FA enabled, even if they manage to trick you out of that password, they immediately hit a brick wall. They're stopped and ask for that 6-digit PIN that only you know. The attack just stops, dead in its tracks. Your account is safe.
And the best part? Setting this up takes like less than 30 seconds. No joke. Just open WhatsApp, go to your settings, tap account, then tap two-step verification.
You just create a 6-digit PIN, something you'll remember, but please not your birthday, and boom, you're done. You've just massively upgraded your security.
So when you look at the whole playbook, it really comes down to two things criminals exploit: our data and our own human nature. The threats are definitely real and they're not going away, but they are not unbeatable. By understanding their methods and taking one simple step, you make sure that the answer to this question is you.